Hi guys, Kaze here. We're back with more Destiny Princess, a war story, a love story. Let's see, a quick recap of what happened last time. Sadly, we lost Hanabe. He passed away. And Yukimura has become commander. And we started to tell our feelings to him while we were in the bathtub when he walked in on us. And then he, grabbed us from behind, and it's continuing on from there. Hopefully, things will happen. Maybe. We shall see. In Yukimura's arms, I was taken aback by the sudden embrace. Yukimura? Sorry. I was just so happy. Happy? My brain wasn't working. It took all my effort just to echo Yukimura's words. I thought you really did still care for Hanabe. I thought you had just backed out of the engagement because of his illness. I thought that deep down you two really were in love, so I was happy to hear that you're thinking about me. The arms wrapped around my back grew tighter, so much so that my legs almost lifted off the ground. Yukimura spoke plainly into my ear. Kaze, I love you. My heart started pounding. Since when? I don't know. Probably for a long time now. But that night, when you got hurt and I saw you lying there and my feelings for you grew stronger, that day I wanted with all my heart and soul to protect you. Oh, that was the night we had first met. If that was true, his feelings might not just be an illusion of my brother's feelings. Maybe it meant I could trust that his feelings for me were real. The moment the thought crossed my mind, my entire body ached with joy. I thought I had loved the man who had been my fiancé. We'd have been close since childhood, and I had looked forward to us being married. But now those feelings had faded into distant memories. My heart yearned for the man beside me now, who cared for me with such cheerful strength. Most importantly, this feeling that shook me to my core was a feeling I had never felt before. I love you. I love you, Kaze, more than anyone else. As he spoke, Yukimura pressed his lips to my cheek. I love you too. Yukimura. You do? Really? When I nodded, Yukimura hugged me even tighter. Then I'll never let you go. Yukimura's hands on my back slid up toward my neck. He then pulled me close and captured my lips in a kiss. Hot and heavy. Yukimura's breath was excited. Can I touch you? I swallowed back a gasp as he whispered in a husky voice. I finally realized my body was completely naked in his arms. The thought that I was pressed to his strong chest made me want to disappear from shyness. Hey, Kaze. Is it okay if I touch you? Nod. I simply nodded. Really? Truly? As long as it's you, then yes. If you're going to say something like that, there's no telling what I might do. Kimura pressed his body hard against mine. He confessed his feelings, not attempting to hide his growing passion. If you know what I mean. I don't care anymore. Whether we're brother or sister or not, it doesn't matter. Kaze. I had to say something. I had to tell him we weren't really related, but I couldn't do it now. Dagger had said the only thing holding them in this world was the false memories. If he realized who he really was and wished to return home, Yukimura would be gone forever. But Yukimura... I heard call out Yukimura's name in between hungry hisses when... Excuse me? The two of us leapt apart as a sudden intrusion of the third voice. A splash went up around me as I jumped back into the water. That voice! Kotaro, where are you? I thought revealing myself might cause offense, but maybe it would make it easier to talk if I came out. No, No, don't come out. I shook my head furiously, thinking Miu's voice suggested. Yeah, just talk as you are. Flushing Mary hastily wrapped a towel around his waist. What do you want? Depending on what it is, I might not forgive you for this. Oh, now I'm scared. Dangerous get in the way of love, I see. Kotaro spoke jokingly, but then lowered his voice. What if I was about... What? Oh, I totally did not read that one right. What if it were Nobunaga asking to see you? Father? I watched Yukimura's face turn into that of Commander General. He said to come quickly. There's been change in the movement of the demons around the castle. He said it might be time. Understood. Yukimura nodded with merely a kind glance over his shoulder at me. He left the bath area. Yukimura. At last, the battle was beginning. The battle based on Hanabe's final strategy, our saving grace from a brink of disaster. As I watched Yukimura go, Kotaro spoke. You don't need to worry. I'm sure Yukimura will make it through just fine. I certainly was a surprise, though. How long have you two had this sort of relationship? At once, my cheeks grew hot. Our relationship, unacceptable in the eyes of the world, had been discovered by Kotaro. Not to mention being caught in a place like this. You're going to drown if you try and sink any further under the water. Shut up! After being caught like that, I'd rather jump into a hole if I could. I don't think you'll find any holes in a bathtub. I told you, I'm not trying to hide in here. You're too funny. Kotaro let out a chuckle. Well, you've certainly chosen a difficult man to fall for. Your brother of all people. Deny it. You're wrong. Wrong about what? Yukimura and I were not really... I started to speak, but in the end I stopped myself short. How could I tell Kotaro now? I had to tell Yukimura before anyone else. Telling anyone else would only giving an excuse out of my own self-interest. Never mind. Could I said anything? Sounds like there could be something else going on, but if you say so, I won't ask. Well, there's no stopping true love. Feelings are the one thing we can't control, and that's just the way things are. This tone was different than usual. Perhaps he was implying that this was the way he truly felt deep down inside. This amateur ninja whom I had never really spoken to before. He doesn't seem like a bad guy at all. In spite of the circumstances, I felt my heart warm. I lowered my eyes and spoke from my heart. Thank you, Kotaro. For what? You've given me quite a show. Huh? Kotaro's voice was nearby. When I opened my eyes, he was there, crouched beside the bathtub, mere inches away from me. Ah, yes, quite a sight for sore eyes. Kotaro was gazing at me with a slight smirk. Ah! I splashed water so hard that it nearly overturned, but my enemy was a ninja. He definitely dodged the water and once again disappeared. Kotaro, don't you run away from me. Sorry, but I'll be seeing Lord Nobunaga soon. I couldn't show up all wet. With a final laugh, Kotaro vanished. Oh, jeez. Oh, I just have to get him back somehow later. Anyway, the most important thing now was the demons. I got dressed and hurried to the castle tower. Father, may I come in? Nobunaga warmly answered my inquiry from outside the door. Yes, come in. When I walked in, all the main generals were gathered around. Nobunaga scrutinized me with wet hair and then gave a wiry smile. What could have brought you here with such urgency? I want to know how the castle is faring too. Is that so? And knowing, is there anything you think you'd be able to do about it? No. I regret having to answer that way, but it was simply the truth. But still, don't you think it's odd for the princess of the kingdom to have to wonder and worry? I stood straight, tall, and spoke with confidence. Yes, that was right. I rued my helplessness, but I was the last survivor of my family, the rulers of this nation. The fact remained unchanged. I couldn't just wait carefree to be saved by the saviors I had summoned. Nobunaga watched me curiously for a long time, but his eyes soon narrowed in a smile. All right, sit there and be quiet. I sat in the corner of the room where I wouldn't be in the way. Nobunaga looked around and spoke in a voice that literally echoed in the pit of my stomach. The time has come to fight. The room was so silent you could hear a pin drop. But at the same time, this is a siege. We must rely heavily on both our offense and defense. But if Hanabe's strategy succeeds, these demons will never again threaten our castle. Pardon. What precisely is this strategy, my lord? The one who had spoken was a veteran vassal, one of the few survivors of this castle. We will strike down the demon's leader deep within their headquarters. Sir! A stir rose from across the room at this plan, unknown except to those present at Hanabe's death. And who's the leader of theirs? Rokaku Takayori. For a moment I doubted my own ears. From the Rokaku clan? With all due respect, my lord, there must be some mistake. The Rokaku clan has long been defeated. He was right. It happened long before I was even born. Our families had been in age-long feud, but even that was ancient history now. Nobunaga set his chin monogamously in his hand. Kotaro, explain the details for us. Yes, sir. I just made a sneer, I'm sorry. After a curt answer, Kotaro stepped forward. Like you've indicated, Rokaku Takayori is dead. How can a dead man command an army of demons? Precisely right. However, these demons are not creatures of this world. Rokaku Takayori was a cursed man. Trying to achieve enlightenment on his deathbed, he accidentally opened a door to hell. It is thought the demons are now attacking this nation, too, are acting on his will. Once again, a stir of commotion went up around the room. I never imagined that such a thing would have occurred. We had been plagued by demons for months, unsure of how to fight off otherworldly creatures. If what Kotaro said was true, then there was a way to protect our country. So, in other words, if we can close up the hole, the demons will disappear? Either that, or burn up the corpse of Rokaku Takayori, the source of all this evil. As Kotaro was finished speaking, as if to say his duty was done, he disappeared from sight. Now that I thought of it, the dagger, the cause of all this, had been a gift from a Rokaku. Yes, that was what my father had once told me. The dagger at my breast, a quiet cackle, audible to no one but myself. I suddenly felt nauseated by having such an object among us. Everything is as he says. Nobunaga snapped his fan shut and gestured at Masamune. Masamune, come with me. We will head for the central bailey of Rokaku Kanoji Castle. Then we will burn Rokaku Takayori's delusions to the ground once and for all. Yes, sir. Masamune nodded, completely composed as if he had known all along. And so, Yukimura, I leave the castle in your charge. Deliver demons back here until we get Rokaku Takayori. What? All at once an uproar went up around the room. With all due respect, my lord, the subjects remain at the castle. Do not fear. I will protect them, even if it is in exchange for my own life. Yukimura spoke out boldly. At any rate, if there is nowhere else to hide, the demons will penetrate the castle soon enough. It was true. That was why the castle had already once fallen. I knew that, whether it was used as a decoy or not, when the time came, the castle would fall. But, I defend Yukimura, let Yukimura handle himself. I will help defend him. I spoke up in support of Yukimura's defense. Yukimura's right. We must do we must do whatever we can. There's no point in living if we simply sit and wait to die. And you full well, if we did nothing, the castle would fall. In fact, I was the only one here but did know that fact. Yukimura looked at me and smiled. Kaze's right. Don't worry, we won't let the demons win without a fight. Yukimura spoke with a smile, and then turned to me. Our gazes met. I cannot lose. I have something that I must protect. Yukimura. His firm, confident gaze, his gentle, reliable words. Is that so? After looking back and forth between the two of us, a knowing smile came to Nobunaga's lips. Since when have the two of you been sharing such intimate gazes? Both of us together turned bright red. What are you talking about, father? There isn't anything yet between... Oh, yet, did you say? Yukimura, you idiot! It took all my composure not to shout my censure out loud. So, do you intend to pursue this extraordinary relationship in the future? No, you see, we just... What a way to let the cat out of the bag. Nobunaga laughed heartily with an evident amusement. He then smiled broadly and pointed at me with his fan. Very well. The day you magnificently bring us through this peril, I will give you the princess. Lord Nobunaga! Neither Nobunaga and I, nor the vessels, could respond. Wait, what? Neither Nobunaga and I, nor the vassals, could respond to this with anything but shock. Why would Nobunaga be shocked when he was the one who said it? Wouldn't that be Yukimura and I? Whatever. Anyway. She's such a beautiful princess. I thought about keeping her myself, but... Oh well. The elderly vassal stepped forward with alarm on his face. My lord, what on earth? The princess is your daughter, Sir Yukimura's elder sister. My mind has been made up. Nobunaga's answers were curt, but his determination shocked everyone present into silence. I was hoping to test how well you worked under orders someday. This is a perfect opportunity. What does that mean? Nobunaga's last statement seemed very odd. It sounded as if Yukimura never fought under Nobunaga's commands before. If he had all my father's real memories, he should have never said something like that. Plus the way he reacted to the issue of Yukimura and my relationship. It sounded like he knew all along that Yukimura and I were not related by blood. Father, what do you mean by... The vassals and Yukimura were all confused. Nobunaga only snorted a laugh. Never mind. There is no time to idly think of such things now. Just prepare yourselves and fight. I look forward to seeing what damage that injured body can do. Yes, sir. Yukimura gave a deep bow of his head. And with that, we end chapter 7. With Yukimura and Sanada. I kind of recorded this before and I kind of messed up. And I kind of forgot the audio. So... I got that decision. I own 9% likability. Yeah. Okay, well, interesting. Alright, I'll see you guys all later. Thank you for stopping by. If you guys enjoyed the video and want to see more, please make sure to click the subscribe button down below. You can also watch me on Twitch and Hitbox. All links to those areas are down in the description areas. And follow me on Twitch and Facebook as well. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Kaze out.